Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen and judges. My name is Aisling McGee and this is Aoife van Gallagher. We are a team and we chose to do our project on reducing your food mileage. Food miles is the distance your food travels to get from its source to your plate.
We used many sources to research food miles. We read newspaper articles and websites to learn about the food miles. We learned where our food was sourced from in the past and where it is sourced from now. We were very surprised to find that vegetables we thought were always from Ireland were actually often imported, such as carrots. We interviewed our grandparents and found that when they were young, they always ate local and seasonal foods.
Carbon Foodprint is the name of our blog. It aims to promote buying local and in-season foods, and we update it on a regular basis. We decided to do our blog online as we believe students in our school were more likely to read online rather than on paper. We also believed it would be easier and much cheaper to update and spread our campaign over a wider audience. And these are some top decks from our blog using the recipe.
While the blog is the main focus of our campaign, we were active in promoting our blog in school and in educating people about food miles. We made sure to keep the blog regularly updated with new recipes and information about food miles. In school, we made announcements at assembly about our blog and put notifications on our school app and Facebook page. We got an article about our blog into a local news website called Drogheda Life and also into our school yearbook. As well as promoting the blog, we also educated people about food miles by giving presentations. We gave presentations to our fellow TY classes and to 2 first-year classes. We also visited many other classes to give them a quick introduction to our blog and to ask them to visit it when they got home. Imagine each week you and your family ate a simple meal of some beef, carrots and sweet potatoes. Imported by ship from typical countries, this weekly meal would produce an extra 21.45 kilograms of carbon dioxide per year. This is released into the atmosphere, warming the planet and changing the climate. 1 mature tree would be needed to absorb this much carbon dioxide. If the food were transported by air, this estimate would be 30 times as high. If all 550 families in our school ate an air-imported meal like the one in our example, then 115,500 trees would be needed to compensate for this. That is 159 acres of land or 80 football pitches. By choosing local food, it is a great way to reduce carbon emissions. The shorter distance food must travel, the less emissions there are from burnt fuel, and the less packaging is needed.
Our original target audience was the 600 students in our school. However, we ended up reaching over 25,000 people. We used a variety of sources to spread our campaign. Through social media, we reached 735 people. Through Sway, we reached 495 people. And we also were on the front page of the Drogheda Life news website, which has a readership of approximately 24,000 people. We gave presentations to first-year students, and we also did a cooking day, as well as an article in our school yearbook. And we also believe our campaign was shared via word of mouth. Oh, sorry. We went on the left, we have our Twitter and Snapchat accounts, which were 2 of our platforms we used to share our blog and spread the word of our campaign. On the bottom right, we have a screenshot of our blog, and on the top right, we have a mixture of photographs. There are 2 pictures from our cooking demonstration that we did on the 16th of May. We also have a picture of our project workshop with Claire and our teacher, and last but not least, our team photo.
We hope you all enjoyed our presentation about our campaign as much as we enjoyed working on it. Damn, that was some close time.
Well done, guys. And again, your 2 minutes start now.
Thank you very much, girls. That was very interesting. And also, thanks for the cookies. The one thing that actually really struck me, and like you've done kind of great research, was the comparison between the meals from Ireland and if it was an air-imported meal. In terms of like, did you just pick a typical one, or how did you actually go about calculating that whole thing?
Well, we found an article on independent.ie about food miles, and it gave an estimate of the amount of carbon dioxide emitted by, they were very, like a kilogram of beef or a pack of 6 tomatoes. So we chose we formulated like a sample meal out of a couple of those, and then calculated how much would that emit per year if you ate it just once a week. So then we tried to see how many trees that'd be worth to put it into more perspective for people.
Yeah, no, it was a very powerful, I think, kind of figure, and I think just the way that you presented it was it really kind of got the message across. One other one, just in terms of, because you did kind of on your research, you've kind of quite a broad range. Was there one piece that surprised you, or what one piece would you say surprised you the most of everything that you discovered in your journey of learning?
We sort of found out a lot about when food's in season in Ireland, and actually a lot of vegetables, like we found out that like kale is pretty much in season from about August till April. Like we didn't think a lot of vegetables had seasons that were that long, or even we thought like sort of the seasons for most vegetables was just sort of at one point in the year, and then there was another point where you just didn't really have many vegetables in season. But then we were reading through the Best in Season website, and we found out that like at most points during the year, there is a good range of vegetables available, and you don't really need to import them.
So what did you call that website?
It was Best in Season.
Best in Season. I'll go and discover that myself.
Before we finish, a quick question about the impact you think you had with your campaign. Do you think you changed anybody's behaviour? Did you change your own behaviour?
Yeah, we sort of became more aware of where we get our food from, and also we researched and taught people how to find out where your food is from. And most food is labelled like country of origin, so we're trying to point out to people that you can see where your food is from.
Okay, thank you very much. Well done. Thank you.